Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sakura Reserve. Today we're expanding the park with a tranquil aviary, a powerful new carnivore enclosure, and the arrival of some exciting new dinosaurs. So, from peaceful skies to territorial grounds, we're gonna try and bring some balance to the reserve, so let's get started. Alright, so here we are, back in our Japanese Jurassic Park. And I've actually finally gotten a name down. I believe we're going to call this the Sakura Reserve. I think it's pretty fitting. So we're going to go with that, the Sakura Reserve. And last time we had kind of finished up the park tour. I had quite a few dinosaurs, and I promised I would take care of a couple things off camera, and I did that. We added some details on the path leading up to the Jurassic Tour building. I think it's pretty fitting. It looks really nice actually. And then over here I also kind of closed off this, added this door. I forget what it's called, but it just kind of blackens out the background. And I think it's fitting because it was just a little too open right here. Added a few details, some power units on the building. And added this trim on the bottom, seemed pretty fitting. Did the same thing on this side, and also made a gate. So as the guests are coming in, come to this side. So this is where they're entering, and this is the first thing they'll see. And then I kind of made this custom fence, took the Japanese trim, I guess it's the Asia themed trim, and then added these fences as well. And just had to keep going just in this beginning area. It's not really going all around. I could do that. It's going to be pretty tedious. So that would be another thing off camera that we can take care of. So first thing I'm going to do. One of my wonderful commenters, viewers, subscribers had asked if we can get now I know I'm going to say the name wrong. Let's quickly see what the dinosaur looks like. And what the pronunciation is, because I don't want to butcher the name right here. Iguanodon. I thought it was going to sound like that. Okay. Iguanodon. Should have been able to figure that out. Iguana, almost. Iguanodon. Let's go ahead. Let's do random. I hope you like that. And the commenter's name is Violet Pixie Diva. And they've also helped me figure out our next park, actually. We are going to go for a Land Before Time themed park. And the name we're going to go for that is the Kronos Wildlife Sanctuary. Because they brought up that Kronos is from the mythological god known for time. Being that it is a Land Before Time themed park. And if you guys have seen Land Before Time, the movie, wonderful movie. I think they have a series as well, I believe. But that was a childhood movie for myself and my brother. We loved it. Just would watch it like crazy. So we're going to go for that, and that'll be the name. Kronos Wildlife Sanctuary. And I love that. I love anything that has to do with Greek mythology and Norse mythology. So it's going to be very fitting. Looking forward to that. So we got our Iguanodon. Make sure I get it right again. Let's go ahead. Synthesize that. And I believe we have an area in the park tour that hasn't been, a territory that hasn't been taken over yet. Okay, let's see what they look like. Oh, that's pretty cool, right? It's almost like an albino dinosaur. Let's do that. Oh, why do I love that? Okay, that's cool. We'll do 2 males, 2 females, and then we'll get them a nest, and we'll see what they do on their own. Is that correct? So, unfit, skittish, and skittish. Okay. Not the worst negative traits. Right. Not going to take too long. Let's see how the rest of the park is doing as snow starts to settle in. I believe that's snow. There are quite a few guests as well. Let's see how many guests we actually have. We're going to bring this number up. And we have 1,300 guests. Not too bad. 2,000 is our max. I might increase this just to, you know, really make the park seem lively. Everything else here is pretty good. Not bad ratio for expenses to income. Really not bad. This is the dream if you're a business owner. If your overhead is only $41,000, wow. And you make, I mean, it's a lot. But being that this is a Jurassic Park, this is pretty, like, this is a very low overhead. I would assume it would be close to, you know, $1 million, right? So, not bad. And we'll increase that number of different species. It should be ready now. We're going to do a traditional release, and then we'll tranquilize them and get them over to the habitat.
Prepare asset for release.
Iguanodon, everything looks good here. They need ground fruit, security, fence is perfect. We have a 6, I believe. All right. This is for you, Violet Pixie Diva. I hope you enjoy it. I think I've had the Iguanodon before. I might have in one of the first parks I made in this game. Wow. They are cool. No, okay. Now that I'm looking at them, I have not had them in the park yet.
Big and stubborn, the Iguanodon can be difficult to manage. Not that you shouldn't try, though. The rewards of having this incredible herbivore here outweigh any difficulty in caring for.
Wow. They are actually really cool. Thank you for this suggestion, because I don't think I would have kept an eye on them or like synthesized this type of dinosaur. I love the pattern these guys have. The look is like, it seems as if, you know, it looks like they're kind of they go a little lower towards the front. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's a pretty cool sound they make as well. Okay. Now let's go ahead and tranquilize them. One, 2, 3, and 4. And you know we're gonna do this ourselves. Okay. Now, I think it's R. Yes. Let's see if I can try not to embarrass myself this time. Nice. First hit. Please don't run. Oh, that was embarrassing. Did not have follow through with my shot. Okay. Oh, I should have shot a little ahead. No way. Maybe you guys can skip this part and then I'll see you when we transfer them. Thank you for standing still. That makes it a lot easier. And let's see if we can get a... Oh, I can zoom in. Why don't I... Maybe the zoom in was not the move. Did I get it on the leg? I think I did. Alright. That's awesome. Now let's go ahead and... see where they can move. That's 4. Perfect. We are going to... I believe, yeah, this is the area I had in mind that hasn't been really occupied. And they can... I know they're gonna eventually, you know, move over to... Is this really all... We have a lot of land, actually. Okay, this is a fence. I was about to place them over here. Okay, I'm gonna place them in this area and they'll kind of gravitate towards these sections. Let's just double check, make sure. Yeah, this area really hasn't been occupied right here. This would probably be nicer for them. And then we can get a lot of ground leaf over here. So let's do that. All right. I hope they're happy. or they will be. And I'm really liking the way the snow is settled in now. This looks fantastic. Who's got a... Okay. This is the Centaurosaurus, I believe. Okay. Oh, it's pretty close, isn't it? I think they'll settle in. If we need to make a separate habitat for them, we'll definitely do that. And last time I said I want to get a carnivore, like a carnivorous dinosaur in here, as well as have an aviary in this section. So we'll do that. How much space do we have left? Let's see. Oops. Now I want to click on that. So we got all of this, as well as this area. And we know we're doing here. We can definitely get a carnivorous habitat in these two areas. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I kind of want to see the size comparison to these guys, the Centaurosaurus. They seem pretty, like, identical. Oh! What? See what happens when you drive like a wild man? You get flipped over. Did you set some record? Because that was at least like 5 flips that person just did. That's hilarious. Okay, these guys are pretty big. That's the females. So the males are smaller, it looks like. Let's see. They might be bigger than the Centaurosaurus. Okay, you're heading over there. Let's see if you can give us a bit of a size comparison. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so the males are pretty much the same size. Oh, these guys. Yeah, they seem like I think they really fit with the vibe here. Let's get them a nest. They seem like medium dinosaurs. Okay. Species isolation, not isolated. Right here will be fine. How's that? Okay, cool. And there's our last guy, I believe. Yes. No, the snow's, I think, fading away now. You guys hear that music? Why does it sound like thumping? You see how everyone's just kind of cohabitating together? Is that a word? Cohabitating? But they're just hanging out. I love that. Everyone is, you know, there's no like, you can't be here, I don't want to see you. Where'd they go? Oh, right. They're hiding in the trees. They look cool. Is there a cinematic mode thing? I would actually like to see the ground view. Yeah, that is really cool. Where did your friends go? They just disappeared. Okay. Really happy with it. Thank you for the recommendation. These are some really cool dinosaurs. And much more different than everything else we have in this enclosure right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, take care of our aviary now. Everything seems fine. Low temperature. Cold conditions are hazardous for new vehicles. They will suffer engine stalls and condition. So what am I supposed to do? Do they have heaters? Is that something that I need to install for their vehicles? Storm view reduced. I mean, yeah, makes sense. You can kind of see. Okay, so vehicles, dinosaurs. How can we see? We had to see for the
Ladies and gentlemen,
first.
we are pleased to welcome us.
What's the word I'm looking for? But they're just so adorable. The thought process I had on what I was trying to say there, I just completely abandoned it. Okay, so I'm hoping we see a notification that the Iguanodon has taken possession of that nest. Right as I said that, you guys. Right as I said that. It happened. I mean, that's amazing. Okay, here's the other one. Oh, okay. You know what I didn't check is we're not able to really give a idea because they're agitated. But I believe what they do need is ground fiber or something like that. This is where they're kind of taken. So this area and some of this. That's perfect. Is this what they were talking about? That the vehicles... Are you just... Alright, so we'll see you next year when you get to your destination and back, it seems like. Because I'm not entirely sure how we can actually fix this. Yeah. Do we assign to post? Okay. I don't know what just made you react like that. Alright, so if we get a notification that there's some movement in the nest for the Iguanodon, we will head right over there. View reduced. Okay, so they do get a view, and that is something that is to consider, because it's saying view reduced. That's really good to know. Glad we have that. Hyperloop station. Are people hanging out? I just want to double check. They're not. Okay, so in 4 minutes, they will be ready to hatch. Is this the Iguanodon moving? No. Oh, it is. Wow. They move fast. It's almost the size of the baby... I'm not even going to try. But... Majungasaurus? If it was a Brachiosaurus, it'd be a lot easier to say. But... yeah, I didn't know that they moved that fast. That's really cool. And we have 3 minutes on that. Let's go ahead, get our aviary section taken care of. Let's clear some area just so we have an idea of where we're building. Get rid of this water as well. Okay. Now, the hatchery is going to be pretty large, so we have to keep an eye on that. Yes. Okay. Could do something like this and maybe have the hatchery right back here. I want to make sure we don't miss the... or maybe something like that, because I could fit... let's see here, actually. That's a delivery zone, hatchery, delivery hatchery. Okay. All right, so it doesn't have a large footprint. That's not too bad. And this might be a good spot for a viewing gallery. Maybe not there. I suppose this could work. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and then we can have that path go around as well. You guys see the anxiousness that I have? No team assigned. Let's get a team. How do we do that? Okay. Very nice. We'll go ahead. Additional bays and maybe storm defense. I should consider storm defense more. Where is this? Nice. Okay. Now we can actually... You shouldn't be agitated. We can get you ground fruit. And you also need wetland. Where's the ride path? I don't see it. Oh, right here. Okay. Maybe we have it be right about here. Is that okay? Will that work for you guys? Have a little pond kind of thing right here. What is the status of this? 12 seconds. Once the snow clears up, I can really see what the marshland looks like, or just marsh. Are you waiting for your baby too? Yep, this is, I believe, the mother. Oh. They are so cute. I love their beaks. Beak? Nose? I don't think they would get a beak, right? So that's a bird, so. Oh, they're cute. Are you proud? You should be. So that we have 3 new iguanodons, right? I believe. Oh, the whole family's here. I love that. They're so small right now, actually, when compared to the adults. Oh, everyone came to celebrate. I love that. I don't know if I've seen that often, where the whole, you know, breed of that specific dinosaur species just comes to when the babies are born. That's really cool. Where are your parents, actually? I'm curious to see. Mother. Okay, that was her. Where'd you go? And your father is him? Okay. I want to see what kind of genetic traits, like, you know, their color patterns of what they received. This guy seems to have gotten not much of his parents' genetics. Okay. Yeah, that's the mother's that, and the father's right there. She did. Kind of, yeah. And yeah. Okay. That's really cool. I'm really happy we introduced that species. They seem really nice. And surprisingly fast. They don't seem like they're quick moving, but somehow, you know, they are. Okay. Is that gonna be appropriate? Because where does this... Yeah, okay. I just love the shape of that aviary at the moment. And if we get some viewing galleries, we gotta get one inside. Dome viewing? Does that make a... We should get this in there. Is it smart to have this in the center, though? Oh, this is the... Okay, got it. That's the lagoon. Yeah, if it's in the center, kind of in the center, I think that might be kind of nice. And to enter this, we'll add it right next to our Hyperloop station. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing
Let's go ahead and
for you to observe our magnificent animals.
synthesize some bird dinosaurs, flying genome, flying dinosaurs. Now, I haven't done too much with the flying dinosaurs. This whole beak situation is just really stick it out there for me, and I kind of want to synthesize that dinosaur. How do you pronounce that?
Tropeognathus.
Tropeognathus. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This
Pteranodon.
the Pteranodon, I feel like I'm gonna save this dinosaur for our Kronos Wildlife Sanctuary, because I believe in Land Before Time there is a dinosaur that looks like this. I could be wrong. It could be this. This guy has got the craziest crest. I believe it's called a crest, right? And that's one long beak. Kind of. I'm trying to see what will match the... Alright, never mind. This takes the cake on the crest. This might be our winner. Really trying to see what matches our, you know, Japanese vibe. It would have to... I mean, something more calm, right? And this guy does give me... There's something I'm thinking about in Japanese culture that this is sort of reminding me of. So we're gonna go for that. We'll stick to random. What does this look like? Because I really do enjoy just these surprises we get. When we get into more detailed, specific type of parks like the next one, I think color scheme, modifying the genome is going to be a lot more important at that time. Okay. Oh, that was fast. Let's see how many. Ooh. Mangrove forest skin is kind of cool. That's kind of cooler. So I'm glad no negative traits here. We'll try to do 2 females, 2 males. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Alright, and we'll do a... I don't know why you would need a airlift, really?
Incubation personnel, please stand by.
I am actually so curious about that. How does that work if you did an airlift? I mean, yes, you can tranquilize them and then move them, but what happens if you release these dinosaurs in an open area? Are they small? They look so cool though. I'm really happy with their decision here. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
Yeah, they are
pleased to welcome
pretty small, huh?
Tapejara to the park.
Let's go ahead and get you what you need for your environment.
Some dinosaurs have a bias towards needing authority. The alpha tends to take that role. An organized group of dinosaurs can be a dangerous one, so we should keep an eye on this.
What do you mean by that? That's kind of an interesting point. Was that Isaac who just spoke? I didn't check the name. Make you a pretty decent sized pond area and cover, of course. First I'll get you your fish. Okay, and you like the cherry tree woodlands? That's perfect. That's kind of the vibe of our park here in the Sakura Reserve. Am I just... Okay. Is that too much, like, density there? Kind of seems like it. Everything else here is good. We're just going to kind of... I'm going to see where I can place a nest, actually. And how much privacy they need for that. Flying reptile. Okay. Okay, that's not in their habitat. Is that okay? You guys cool with that? And then maybe just cover that up a little bit. And add a few different types of trees, not just keep them all cherry blossoms. This kind of random patch of trees, isn't it? Ooh. I'm kind of happy with it. And around here we can maybe... Let me actually just double check what they're okay with. They are pretty small. Okay. So basically anything with maybe a swamp. Yeah, I like that. Although this tree is pretty large, can we... Oh. Okay. Not the biggest fan of the way these are kind of blocking the... What happens if I do that? Yeah, that's fine. Nope, not fine. There we are. The moon in the background looks so nice. Oh, we're gonna see him have a fish. Let's see how they pick them. Those fish are bigger than your face, buddy. Oh, you went for the small one. Okay, you hungry. Didn't want to mess with the big guys? Yeah. They're so cool. Alright, so for now... Oh, let's get actually a viewing gallery for our guest. A few more. Nice, they claim that nest. What kind of options do we have, actually? Okay. Oh, you know what, actually? Do we have the option to make it Asian themed? Nice. I should remind myself of this. Can it go here? Actually, I wonder if I can get the wide one over there. Okay, so it's in water and that's the problem? Yeah. And where is... Where's that view going? It's going in there, right? Okay. Does this actually make sense? The reason I'm putting this here is because the regular viewing kind of setup isn't fitting here. But this, if you see that, what are they called? The radius that you're able to see within, it's pretty fitting. Let's see what the view looks like. It's kind of a terrible view. Not the best view, is it? I don't know if these guests are even going to enjoy that. And we should put a path in for now. And then we'll see what we want to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing platform, ready for you to gain an elevated view of our wonderful dinosaurs.
I just like that it's kind of back there. If you're from here, it just looks kind of nice. It's almost like a watchtower in the back of the park. Got a minute on that. Those babies are going to be really small. And what is the view? Oh, that's our hatchery. Let's see here. There it is. What kind of view are they getting? Not a great view, huh? We should fix that. So we kind of continue the marsh out this way. Yeah. And then maybe right here, just so they don't feel like they're losing cover. Okay. How's your view? Yeah, you guys are getting a pretty clear view, and these guys are definitely getting the best view. Are those trees coming out of the dome? Yeah, that's really cool. I believe our nest should be ready. 20 seconds. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of this empty space, and I would like to fill it with something. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Nope. That is the Gallimimus?
Gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Gallimimus to the park.
Yeah, it was a Gallimimus. And here we have the juvenile Tapejara. They're so cute. They're little, and I believe Mama and maybe Mom or Dad, one of them is here. Are they the same? Okay, so it was two babies. Got it. You have a sister and a brother. Cool. Aw. Just looking at the nest. Proud of your work, as you should be. What does this mean? Trolling. Now, I believe they just check, right? We don't need to really do much else because it already has the assigned team. Now, what do we add here? Could a viewing dome actually fit here? Let's find out. It's in water. Can fit here though. Because why not have as much?
We have added a new aviary viewing gallery.
You're not going to really see much, are
ready for
you?
to observe our amazing avian reptiles.
Maybe have that come close to this water. And there. Just so there's enough. Sorry about that, guys. My recording paused for some reason. But I think this is pretty fitting. It's not blocking their view. And there's just some more open space for everyone to look. And I believe when it comes to cover, they have enough, right? Yeah. 999%. I mean, does it get better than that? Okay. I'm happy with it.
We are pleased to welcome a Majungasaurus to the park.
Another? Majungasaurus. That's how you pronounce it, guys. I'm telling myself. Where's your nest? So now do we have 4 of these guys? Where's your family? Guests are concerned about the lack of shelters. Check your coverage. Okay. I think that's fair. Because near this area, we do not have a shelter. Shelter. They said maybe right about here. Okay. And where else are they hanging out? I would like to change this to the... Because I didn't know that these viewing domes actually get a a theme on them as well. So sometimes some words just don't come to me. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe just one of those days. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing platform.
It's
ready
not the
for you
happiest
to
the
gain
way
an elevated
happiest with the way that path is connecting. Here we are. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, again, that watchtower, like, Japanese vibe. I love it. I really love the wood trim as well. I've been going for that red color on these wall pieces, but I'm looking at this kind of light brown. Is mahogany the right color? Almost right? That light wood color. It just looks so good against this black roof. I think a little better than the red does against this type of roof. Okay. I believe that when it comes to shelter coverage, this was the area of concern. They have one there. The next closest one is pretty far though, so maybe having one right here, because that's the viewing gallery. Yeah, something I didn't do was make these areas a little bit more pretty. Have to keep that in mind. Might need to make a checklist when I'm done with the recordings. Let's go ahead and... Would this be appropriate to have a shelter here? Yeah. That should be good, right? Because next one is over there, this one, and then we have one near the hotels, basically taking care of that area. And everything is looking pretty good in this whole area, at least. Let's check. Quite the like just footprint of everything. All these areas are filled in. We have our staff village, another hotel, amazing park tour enclosure. I hope you guys like it as much as I'm so proud of it. But it's like I'm just patting myself on the back. And really happy with the aviary and just the shape of it too. I mean, you guys know how easy that was to do, but I think just where it's placed in our park is really cool, because you really do see it from a distance, and it's tucked away in the, I believe, in the just the perfect spot it could have been. So this area is basically taken care of, although something I just realized is we're not really placing down enough food, drinks kind of shops for our guests. So I was talking about this area being a little filled in. Maybe we can have some type of themed shop here. And there's not really like a 3-in-1 kind of special when it comes to, you know, food, drink, and shopping, right? Let's see if we can get just small. How would those look? Maybe here? This was drink shop. And I'm kind of second guessing our placement of this. Another one claimed? Okay, that's good to know. And maybe something here. I don't know if they're really going to get a view of that enclosure. You know, I'm kind of thinking of those. Although, you know, we could put the emergent...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an iguanodon
Yeah, Yeah, we could put the emergency shelter here. I know it's quite the distance for this area. Might not be our smartest move to put the emergency shelter there. So we have drink here. Maybe just put food right here, right? Almost like they're mirroring each other. Okay. And shopping. That could be something. We'll have to think about that. And right here, I really would like to place something that is Asia-inspired, but I don't know. What is this? That's really cool, but not useful for us. It's basically a archway or just a pathway. Yeah, that's really cool though. Maybe like a seating area? That's really cool. Not sure what this is. I know that's water, but it looks like lasers. I don't know why. Oh. And this was that mythology kind of. This is our Badlands set. Haven't really messed with that, but not going to work for us in this park. I mean, we could make a just seating area here for the guests. It's funny. Not sure why it's not able to go all the way. What is the path? Restrooms. Because that was something you miss. Okay. Where can we place restrooms? That's the question. This could be nice, but it really is blocking this amazing building, this hotel. Could place it right here. We really do have all this empty space. Be careful, guys. This guy's driving through and we know that they aren't the greatest.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
I don't really want to block this in case one of our Stegoceratops, I believe. We haven't checked on them in a while, have we? Where are they? You guys doing good? Elderly. You guys are amazing, though. Okay. This area is kind of blocked, and I'd like to get some view for the guests to see. Even that rock cave looks pretty cool. Okay. I think for now, we'll keep this as it is. Kind of a nice grid system we got going on. This is a little lopsided, but it's okay. Yeah, this is really nice. Now, I'm just checking to see if there's anything we need to really add in this place. Besides just, you know, checking their environment, making sure they have enough of stuff. Water's low, but I believe when you move over, their territory kind of does extend that way. Although it's saying here. Could I make this bigger? Because it does look like it can be bigger. I think that'll make you guys happy. Make sure we don't get on the park tour track there. How's that? Are you guys happy? Yeah. 451%. Not bad. What was that noise? I feel like this guy hangs out down here a lot. I'm always catching the Centaurosaurus and this specific one with the purple crest. Okay. Can't remember the name of that skin type. Mangrove, I think?
Pleased to welcome a Tapejara to the park.
I love that. We're really filling up the aviary. Do we add another one? Is that gonna be okay? I want to quickly get the information on this guy. Are they able to... Cohabitation. Preference. Likes everything. Dislikes. No dislike species. Okay, that's good. I really want to add this guy. Batch size. No dislike species. 1.8 meters. We have an idea of how big these guys are, so 1.3. So they're pretty large. How about you? 1 meter? Yeah, you do have a pretty short body style, so that's fair. Dimorphodon. These guys look really cool. Okay. Wingspan is, I think, what I actually wanted to pay attention to. So 1.5 meters. That's not bad. And your wingspan is 4 meters. So what's your wingspan then? 8 meters? I mean, you guys. I kind of want to. I don't know if he really matches our Japanese, aesthetic. I mean, this guy looks like he would be huge. 3 meters. Nope. Yeah, he does have a pretty small body size. I hope you guys are enjoying learning this stuff with me right now, because we are going to have to keep this stuff in mind. That's a sound. Oh my goodness. I think you need your own aviary, to be honest. Yeah, you definitely need your own home. So, I think we're going to go for... See what your situation is. Oh my goodness. It's even more. 8.9 meters for the
Thanatos Dracon.
Thanatos Dracon. And this guy's 8 meters. I believe you were 8 meters, okay. 15 meters. Alright, so he's largest. We're gonna go for the Tropeognathus. And I believe it said batch size is only about 1 meter. Or sorry, 1 meter. 1 to 2 species at a time, which should be perfectly fine. Let's just hope it doesn't cause for any problems. These guys are going to be really cool, I think. Okay. Vulnerable and same. Negative trait, vulnerable. Let's see. I love the purple crest. Or beak. Yeah. And we'll do 1 male, 1 female. Okay. About 20 seconds. Alright, so hopefully that doesn't cause for, tight space or just clutter. And they're happy. But we really have just taken over this whole area of the park. I can't wait to see what we get started over there. We'll try to introduce at least one carnivore today. Alright, so cover 4%, pasture, water, fish. So I believe we may need to make another pond. Let's check these guys out. Oh, they're cool. They remind me of, there's a bird, you guys. Somebody might be able to help me in the comments.
Quite the impressive pterosaur. The Tropeognathus is most distinguished by its keel-tipped snout, which is easy to spot even from a distance. I'm sure our guests will love learning about and observing it.
That's cool. So snout, we gotta keep that in mind. I just said mound. Okay. So they do have a lot of good, I mean, the things they need. Maybe. Oh wait, marine? No, that's the got it. Just have some more feeders. There's no fighting, at least. Yeah, I don't think this is big enough. Maybe we can make it a little larger. Just so they're not arguing. I don't think they will. And they'll need another nest, their own nest, right? That's for the top. Where is... Okay, so it's counting for both. I just hope our other buddies don't take it over. This seems like it would be a nice spot, actually. Yeah. Right under the watchtower kind of dome viewing gallery. These guys are really cool, though. Is there... I thought there was a way to do like a cinematic view. Okay. I don't really see it. Never terrorizes guests, never attacks ranger teams. Cool. Alright. Very happy with that. It is looking a lot more lively. I'm actually happy with that decision. These guys can definitely eat the bigger fish that the Tapejara, right? Had some difficulty trying to get. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. And we got snow again. Nice. They won't have to worry about that, although, can someone explain to me how snow is getting in there? No, it's not. Okay. That was just the outside view. I was like, that's not very realistic, is it, Frontier? But no, they were all good. They saved themselves. This is one of my favorite just like viewing. Like if I could just sit here, if there was a tower high enough, had some coffee, something like that, and just look at this. Because these long necks with the waterfall, some Synthesaurus. Where is our actually... Gallimimus, Iguanodon, there you are. Alright, this is what I wanted to see. You're missing wetland? Yeah. You kind of transitioned a little bit over here, haven't you? Maybe, I don't want to mess too much with the... I did create this wetland area for you, but I think I'd never brought it higher to where it needs to be. Let's just do that right now. There you go. Did they claim it, or did the Tapejara claim it? No, he claimed it. Nice. Oh, perfect timing. Let's see if he grabs a... No, sheep. You also? The small fish? Somebody's got to grab one of these big fish. Look at your beak, your snout. Telling me you can't grab one of those big guys? Have I been too beat? Okay, so let's go ahead. Keep this going to the rest of the park. How much space do we have here? Okay, that's our barrier, the dotted green line. We need to add a hyperloop station somewhere right here. I think, yeah, because this is the blue line is our hyperloop path. This is the biggest area we've got. Yeah, I think right here would be the appropriate spot. Some staff zone stuff here, some shopping along this way, and then 2 more enclosures right there. I believe that'll be the move. So let's get that connected. I'm just double checking everything here, just make sure. Kind of hard to see with the snow right now where we're gonna build this. If I just edit this. What's here? Nope. Is this the... Can't I just connect it? I should be able to extend that, right? Or do I need to put the station in first? It's creating a whole new line. Okay. Then I believe I'll just place the station and connect it like that. It'll be like a new arrival point right here next to the water. I think that'll be kind of cool. Maybe do something like that. Okay. And you should just be able to connect to this, right? Okay. Have to have it come like this, maybe. Nice. There we go. Now I believe what we need to do is connect this to the existing one over here. Just so there's almost like a circle going on. Where is it? Right here? There we go. Now if we look at this. It's not exactly symmetry, but it gets the point across. Yeah, look at the way those move. I wish we could ride the Hyperloop. That'd be so cool. How does it... So it just goes back and forth? Got it. Okay, good to know. Now, being that this is a new area, we need to create pathing system. I may actually need to create a whole new hatchery in this section. Because flying them from here actually really isn't that far of a distance, is it? Yeah, no, we don't have to. We don't have to do that. We just need to create a new staff zone. Let's go ahead and get a hotel right here. Actually, I can do this so they have a view of the park tour enclosure. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And then we'll get some shops and such right here.
use the hotel
Get some staff zone here, and we'll make a large enclosure here. What do you guys think about adding a lagoon right here? It would have to be, it's not going to be a very large one, but it can be something along, you know, what is it called? It's not going to look like the word koi pond is coming to my mind right now. And, you know, koi ponds aren't gigantic. They're subtly placed. They're supposed to be calming. And a lagoon is pretty large. Although there are some fish dinosaurs, what would they be called? Amphibious dinosaurs? That are going to be really appropriate. Like, just match that vibe. There's one that's coming to my mind we used before. That would be perfect. But what do you guys think? We can add a lagoon back here, tucked away just like we did with our aviary. I think that'd be really nice. And then over here we'll do a complete carnivore setup. Do we maybe make the gyro station? Is that something we can go for? Or a little ambitious? Because it's not going to be the longest path. Maybe we're overdoing it with the whole rides. So, although, I mean, just imagine riding one of those gyrospheres right up to maybe a T-Rex, or what's the one with the large spine on his back? I can't remember. But he's really cool. Before anything, I'm actually just going to clear this area up so that I know what I'm working with space-wise. And then, like you guys know, we'll fill in those trees or bring them back when we need them. We're gonna have to do some terraforming here because I think it kind of sinks in, doesn't it? Is that our limit there? Okay. Good to know. Yeah, you could have like one viewing gallery here, one here. And you guys know how much I love making a waterfall behind the lagoon. If you guys are tired of seeing the waterfalls around the lagoon, please let me know. And I will stop doing that. I'll do it on rare occasions. Okay, so quite a bit of space to work with here. We could maybe... I'm really tempted to add that gyro station. Not sure why. Let's actually get some shops here first. We'll get a... Actually, don't I have a blueprint? Let me see here. The one, like, there was somebody made a blueprint for all three, but I think if I remember correctly, the footprint for that is quite large. Okay, since we don't have that many shopping amenities, we'll get one right there. And this is shopping, right? Yes. They sell books, and my wife would love this. What does this mean? Guest satisfaction, 21%. Is this maybe just too far from our arrival point? We're gonna have to think about that. Maybe once I add an enclosure, people will start to feel more inclined to come to this side. I think that's what it is. Now, where's the medium size? There we go. Okay. And medium size drink. Kind of a plaza, right? Okay. Can we actually fill this area in too? Sort of. I'm glad that happened. I really am hoping there's some kind of update in the future here for padding in this game, because Planet Coaster 2 I think has the best padding situation right now with the stamp tool and all the other different things that are offered. And I hope they do the same thing for Planet Zoo 2. Because even in that game, that padding is quite difficult to work with. I think it'd be kind of nice that they have like a... Can I raise this? Really trying my luck here. Okay. See if we can get it be something like that, although it is very weird shaped. Okay, that's something. Did not know we're able to do something like that. Alright, there we go. Just brings a little openness. This is for those people that want a lot of exclusivity. Yeah, I thought that might be a problem. Is there no adjust, terrain, replace? Yeah, okay. This will be for those people that just want some privacy. This is open, right? Operational. So, why is no one heading over there? I think we really are going to need to get an enclosure going here. You know what? Because I think it's going to make for a really fun experience. We are actually going to go for the gyro station. And we'll just get that laid out for now. I had done the Cretaceous cruise, yeah, what it's called, before, and I would actually love to do that in a future park again, because there's some really cool things you can do with that. Oh, that's so cool. Someone made a Asian gyro station. That's awesome. If I can get the blueprint code for this, because I didn't download it, it was available on the community creations. If I can find that, I will definitely share that with you guys. What is what's being blocked? Okay, that's what we needed. Now, how do you... Oh, that's so cool. If you happen to be watching this video and you recognize your building here, I want to give you big props on making something beautiful. This is really nice. It's got just the right amount of subtlety, but at the same time, you really do feel like, you know, oh, this is how you use these pieces, you guys. You guys remember how I used these in the arrival station? Am I able to separate that? Yeah. And then, can I just move this? No, I have to do advanced move? Okay. Yeah, you guys remember this piece? Yeah. The way they did it is perfect. Have to keep that in mind. But yeah, this is amazing what you've done here. And the way you've integrated this, the track, like how it's supposed to go in and out. Amazing. Really, really amazing work. Okay, so we'll have this just go all through there. We'll quickly make that track out. Edit tour. Yeah, we'll have it go this way. So that'll be clockwise. Okay. And I just reminded myself that we do need a path here. So let's actually see what that path would look like before we kind of mess with this area. And actually do a viewing gallery right here too. Okay. Kind of gives us, you know, a boundary of where what we're able to work with.
Weather forecasts predict an incoming tornado.
Oh no. Okay. That's just wonderful. My thought process just kind of
Forecast has been updated. The tornado threshold has been raised.
go ahead and close that off. We're just not catching a break with these tornadoes, are we? I thought we were done with them, but nope. Alright. Where are you gonna show up? Everyone's screaming. Yes, of course, panic. I think we have another one right here, right? Yeah, it's a good thing they complained that there's not enough shelters, because I might have not placed that down. I just really hope it doesn't actually pick up dinosaurs. Maybe this would be the... yeah, that's the view right there. Sit back with me as we wait for imminent doom, right? This does look really cool. The staff village area, the aviary over there, just sticks out in the right way, being in the corner. Okay. I feel like the tornado shows up in a new spot. It showed up here last time, then right here. It might show up over here because this is newly built. And it likes to mess with newly built areas, like you guys remember in the last episode, right as we finished our park tour, kind of finished our park tour building. It went and destroyed it. Okay, so it's just not gonna show up, it looks like. Storm started a while ago there, buddy. Of course. You see what I mean? I told you, it goes into the new areas. So that got destroyed, I think. Oh no. Yeah, that did. Please, please do not pick these guys up. These guys should be able to maybe enjoy the tornado, right? Because of the wind, strong winds. Oh no. We got baby dinosaurs in here. Oh my gosh, that sound is kind of intense. Oh my gosh. Okay. Maintenance. You guys need to rush. Like, rush. That's horrible, actually. Look at the way it just shattered the glass. Can you maybe just go away now? Oh, no. It just really... this might be the most destructive tornado we've had so far in the game. Oh, man. I really hope... yeah, that's horrible. Are you guys okay? Where are you? Agitated, of course. Okay. Where's our other team? You guys need to fix this. Is it the fence? Yeah. It's just not going away, is it? Oh no, it's gonna go to our other area? Okay, not only has this been the most destructive tornado so far, it's also the most long-lasting. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get the other maintenance team to actually work on this so we don't overwhelm our team over there. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's not going away. No way. Is it really gonna happen again? Our building cannot catch a break. Let's see. I think it's, yeah, it's gonna happen again. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Just stop. Yeah, just stop right there. That makes sense. That was personal. I think that tornado, that was a personal attack. I'm at a loss right now. This is, okay, they're repairing that. Wonderful. This was a personal attack by that tornado. I'm telling you right now. And this got fixed. How, did we lose any dinosaurs? Any of our flying dinosaurs? Can I enter? Okay. Not really flying around. Oh, they are right there. Okay. Sorry for being so finicky with the camera, guys. I was just trying to get into the aviary. Okay. They seem fine. Everyone seems to be here. No escapes, I think. We didn't get any notification like that, I believe. Okay, we can go ahead and open these up. You may move around freely. We'll continue with this. We'll get a shelter in right away. Maybe put it right here because the gyro station will go right around that area. That was fun, right, guys? I had a lot of fun. Tell me that was not a personal attack by that tornado. Because, first of all, that was the longest tornado we've had when it comes to, like, length of the time it spent with us. And then on top of that, okay. Again, something with the recording, guys. I'm sorry. I'll figure that out after this, today's gameplay. But, yeah, this should be fine here. We'll just... Okay, so we got some staff here. That's great. Some movement. Some guests. So we'll get this track finished up. I do actually, I would like to maybe delete some of this and start over. I have a little bit of a different idea. Okay. Just so the guests are actually seeing a lot more. And being that, you know, we don't want to block that area, we'll have the enclosure come up to right about there. We do something like that, maybe?
Ladies and gentlemen, go for the ride of a lifetime at our
Let's get our enclosure in now. Is this kind of just strange? You know, it's okay. Because the enclosures, we need enough space for that too. Okay. Let's get our gate in. Where do we want this? Could place this over here. Yeah, because lagoon in this area. Would I actually have this come out to that? And this whole area is just that? I think that might be a better idea, right? Oops. I don't want to take out our Hyperloop track. Yeah. This line. Oh, sure. This is going to be a very long track by the looks of it. Yeah. I think I like the way that ends too, a little better. Alright, so we're going to make a fairly large enclosure here. This park is all about attractions like this. Okay, gate. And I believe right here should be fine. Would that actually be the right move? We can have staff facilities right about there. Yeah, let's do that. Because I have an idea for a wall that we can maybe make for this. Okay. And maybe I'll start from this side. That's an invisible fence. Yep. Yeah. We're getting very close to the path there. I know. Alright, so if this can just connect like that, maybe? Yeah, that should be fine. And same thing here. Maybe we have it right about here. And this maybe straighten out a little bit? No? You don't want to do that for me? Okay. As they're coming this way, we can add some kind of cool gate right here. Although I just realized the enclosure doesn't need to keep going that way, so actually it might be smart to do it there. And also have to keep our viewing galleries in mind, make sure we have enough space for that. Give a little bit more space back here actually. Okay. Because we'll try to get at least a few carnivorous species in here. It's gonna get, the tension's gonna get pretty high, I think. There's gonna be some arguments. There's gonna be some battles. Something is not gonna be great. Not great, but just, it's... Imagine having a T-Rex, a Velociraptor, and I keep forgetting the name of that one dinosaur, but we'll actually even get the new one in here. I forget the name. Can we get it into control room? Yes, okay. Is it the... I forgot about the whole marketplace thing and have not been taking advantage of this. So we should think about that in the future. So we just need to get a dinosaur in here. Let's go ahead and introduce one. We'll introduce one carnivore today and make the home, the environment a little appropriate for them. And then in the next episode, where we'll basically be finishing off our Sakura Reserve Park. Almost forgot my own park name. We will finish off with the lagoon, add a few more carnivorous dinosaurs, and just fill in some of the details, the gaps, and we'll be all done. And if anybody wants to download this park, it's not the most hyper realistic, super detailed park like you guys have seen if you've been catching up with the series. But if you want to download this, I'll share it and you can mess around with it and do whatever you want to, you know? There's some things you saw in the episodes where you're like, oh, he should have done that. You can totally do that. If you guys want that, let me know in the comments and I'll share the whole park to the workshop. Again, it's not the most hyper-realistic, coolest park out there. There are some amazing parks done by other creators. It's more for you guys to just practice, test around with. Is it the... Where's the new guy? First, I want to see the one that I've been trying to remember the name of, and it is just not coming to me. Where is it? This guy's pretty cool. You're a carnivore, huh? Yeah, I don't... That face you're making... I don't know about that. We know about these guys. Dilophosaurus. Alright. Where is that one dinosaur? If you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's got the large spine. Maybe they just don't have it in this game. Or it's in the new... Is it the Wetlands pack? That's one pack that I haven't gone yet. I got the Badlands, but I haven't got the Wetlands pack yet. So I might need to do that off camera. Because there's a dinosaur I believe I'm missing here. But I think for now, let's get... There he is. This is the new dinosaur. The Majungasaurus. And I'm not... I don't want to make fun of you, but you might have the funniest name for a dinosaur. Majungasaurus. What do you guys think? Should we synthesize this guy as the first one? Being that it's a new dinosaur in the game. And then I want to hear from you guys what type of carnivorous dinosaurs you guys would like to see in our new habitat, our new, not habitat, but enclosure. I think being that this is a new species, we're going to go for him. Let's continue on with our random. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, so we'll get that synthesized and then once it starts incubating, we'll do a traditional release. We got to do a traditional release for this guy. Well, we got 3. Wow. Negative traits. Aggressive, intelligent. That is not going to be good. Okay. That's going to be intense. Intelligent. So these guys, you know, if we had the wrong kind of fence, they will definitely break out. Also intelligent. You'll never see, ever, in the world where a negative trait is intelligence, right? Except for a dinosaur. Okay, I really like the albino female here. I think it's pretty cool. She'll stick out for sure. Love that pattern. Yeah, we'll do that. And since we already have this... I don't know how I feel about the Sonoran Desert. It's not going to really go with our vibe here. Which one is this again? I wonder if we just don't incubate that one. Is it okay if we do 2 males, right? That should be fine. Because the skin and pattern, it's not going to really go with our just park. Could. Yeah, but it's just, yeah, just like it says desert there, it's not going to really go with us. So we'll do male and then we'll try to get a female incubated. Yeah. Alright, so 30 seconds on that. We'll go ahead, check out our Jurassic Tour dinosaurs. You're aging there, aren't you? Is the Iguanodon hanging out somewhere here? There's a lot of you guys. The Centaurosaurus. That's cute. They're hanging out as a family. Where's the Iguanodon? Okay, this is their area right here. Should be able to see them. Is this you? No. There's Xenosaurus. Okay, do we need to be worried right now? Unless they're just on an adventure somewhere else. Are you hanging out in our... No. It could be in the trees. Oh. Are you just sleeping? Okay, good. Oh. No, that's a Centaurosaurus. There are so many Centaurosaurus here. No, seriously, guys, do we need to be worried right now? Where is the Iguanodon? What? Because that's their nest right there. If I click this, actually, will it be able to... locate them for me? Okay, not isolated. They might need some more trees or something. Where's the track? It's right there, right? That should help a little bit, right? See if that changes over time. Centaurosaurus is like, no, we're good. Iguanodon? Nope. We might have to make a new nest for them. Thing is, where are they? Because that nest isn't appropriate, they might have shifted to a new territory. That could be it. This is kind of weird, right? Like, we actually just haven't seen them right now. I'm getting a little worried. Is there a way for me to locate dinosaurs? Management views? Sometimes, you know, you just need to look at what the game offers you and realize, huh, maybe I should do that. Cameras. Okay, so let's see. There are restrooms, dinosaurs breeding, monorails, guest crowding. Something we need to keep an eye on, but it looks like we're doing good. Where's dinosaur? Instructions? Really? Or there's something we have not kept in mind. Okay, so this might be our best bet in trying to find them. TSN, TSN, TSN. I believe it's going to be like IGN. There you go. There you are. I've been looking for you. That's a juvenile. How you doing? So you're just hanging out with everybody. I should have just checked the whole pack and see where they were. But you guys are still kind of close to your nest. Where are your parents? There you are. Nope, Centaurosaurus. There you are. Okay. You guys want your nest to be over here maybe? And we cover it up? These guys are just breeding, aren't they? You already have this nest, and I believe there's one somewhere over here that you guys have taken to. Alright. I love that. Did you just yell at the Centaurosaurs? It's okay, you should actually, because they are just overtaking this whole place. Alright, let's go ahead and do a release of The Majungasaurus. You guys ready for this? I'm ready for this. There was 3, right? Yeah. They don't seem that big, do they? They are cool, though.
Don't let those teeny tiny arms fool you. The Majungasaurus is no joke. It's strong, stocky, and lives for the hunt. But you know what really put this one into my nightmares? We know it engages in cannibalism.
What?
It's nothing safe.
You guys heard that? Cannibalism. I mean, okay. That's not good. That's not good at all. You don't want to hear that. We'll have to keep an eye on that and make sure it's not a problem. You know, we got to take direct control and improve our aim, because I have not touched a game like Call of Duty, Battlefield or such in a while, and I think my shooting abilities have gone down quite a bit. Just like that. I think my view is just kind of weird, being just completely top down. There we go. The other ones are gonna probably start freaking out now. Headshot? Oh. Body shot. Where's the other one? Wait, what? Is it because I'm kind of far away? Come on, get closer. No way. Okay. Did this one really just wake up? You're gonna have to get shot 2-3 times? Is that what you're telling me? I might have to just spray these bullets, right? Not moving. Okay, we'll get you. You're not moving too much. You guys aren't laughing in the comments or anything like that, right? Please don't. That was like, what, 5? Okay, before the other one wakes up, let's see where he or she... There you are. Can you just maybe stay still for me? Through the trees? Nope. Trying to shoot ahead of him, but I don't think I have the right strategy. I'm not giving up. He's like, you know what? Just, I'll slow down for you. This is embarrassing. He definitely just slowed down for me. Alright, transport. Gonna move him into our new attraction. Let's see. So we'll get them in the beginning here. Finalize.
En route to collect the asset. Asset collection request
Okay.
received.
That should be good. And we're gonna have to spruce up the environment for them. Right, there's Gaston. They are. Okay, cool. All right. I'm hoping this brings in some more. We'll get a viewing gallery somewhere here. I'll show what happened to my voice there for a second.
Commencing asset transit.
We maybe have it like this.
Asset in transit.
And we will really need those staff facilities. Maintenance. Don't have anything like that over here.
Transportation in progress.
Medical center. It is not good. I have to kind of angle it weird.
Asset transportation complete. Asset delivered.
Might just have to be the weirdish kind of placement. Yeah, that's just gonna be strange, right? That path just... Although, when do guests ever get to see a helicopter just like that? Oh my god. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have to place that somewhere else because it is very important. Right, just place that right here. Oh, the enclosure's right there. Got it.
Confirming asset delivery.
Let's first of all connect these. Really? But if you go sideways, it's fine. Got it. And let's connect danger post. One right there.
Nature is amoral. Sometimes
Welcome,
good,
Dr.
sometimes
Ian Malcolm.
bad. Sometimes triumphant, sometimes tragic. Of course, the death of any animal, let alone one displaced in history, is always a tragedy.
Did it? Pride of old age? Oh no. I'm sorry. One of the Gallimimus had passed away. Rest in peace, buddy. What a spot to, you know, go. Right at the top with the view. You were quite amazing. Alright. That's sad. But we must move on and see... Why does it say it so far when... Okay. Because these are paleo maintenance. That's why. I'm gonna have to change that one over there. It's not gonna work. Response facility. Where are we gonna place you? Do we go here maybe? Closer to also... Viewing gallery there would be nice. Oh, that is some insane FPS drop. Okay, we'll do something like that. Just kind of tucked in there. And what I'm gonna do is actually... No, this, we should change this.
Shrinking the area on patrol.
It's still sinking up to, no, 192 meters. I'm confused. Is there one? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Same thing here.
Confirming task.
Alright. We do need maintenance post. One at that end and one at this end.
Controlling the area. Acknowledged.
Is there a storm that I'm not aware of? Because what that tornado did to us, I still think about. That was not fun at all. Okay, so guests are kind of maneuvering around here. That's great. I have to create some kind of custom fence here too. Did you guys hear a storm warning? Because I didn't. But it's looking like it's coming down. Okay, we're gonna get you guys a nest. Look at the way they sound. That thumping. Kind of incredible. Okay, they don't have a nesting preference. You guys have kind of taken this area. So maybe right here. It seems pretty appropriate. And you do need a lot more just cover and stuff. I love that you're okay with this. Let's go ahead, maybe kind of spread it out. Where's our gyro station path? Not really seen it. I cover up the nest a little bit. We're good on cover, it looks like. It's kind of... Okay, so there's that path. That looks cool, actually. And... you guys do need water. Should keep that in mind. Where would you like a pond? Maybe right here? Kind of seems appropriate. Does that elevate it a little bit? You know what, actually? Where's our view right now? I have an idea. Because it gives them a little space to kind of have fun. And just terrain sculpting really brings in closure more to life, I believe. Why is that intensity so? Is there something here that I'm missing? Oh, okay. Where does it move to? Right through here, like that. Okay. Kind of blocking that, aren't we? Let's see. You guys like boulder waste? That's cool. No? Not good for our ride path, though. Maybe we go for grassland? Oh, it goes that way? Okay. Barren. You guys need barren? Got it. Something like that. Is that okay? And do something like that there. Okay. So which way does this actually go though? Oh, right here, through there. You guys are moving. Oh, they claimed it. Nice. Let's see if we're able to check out the baby Majungasaurus by this time. So prey. They gotta chase their goats. Very important. Let's try to get them in eyesight of other things. Is it me or is the game just kind of lagging for me today? I feel like it is. How much time do we got on that? 2 minutes? Alright. Oh no. Oh no. You're gonna go on a hunt, aren't you? That one was so much closer to you. Why are you hunting the one farther? I think somebody likes a challenge. This is like a Netflix show. We just need a David Attenborough to narrate this for us. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a little aggressive, no? A little unnecessary. Aren't you gonna eat him? Or are you just trying to kill it? That's Alright, now you're eating. I was like, a little intense, no? Okay. Let's continue on with this, with the idea I had. Is this raise? Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an iguanodon to the park.
No way. They just had a new baby? That's awesome. Okay, so they're still claiming this, even though it says not isolated. They're okay with it. That's very good to know. I'm really glad. I am all turned around. There we are. Okay. So if I can make maybe a stream, not be something just too intense. Oh, I forgot this kind of goes through, huh? Okay. Gonna have to think about that. Although, you guys know, if you were to go through a waterfall, that'd be kind of cool. What does this look like? It's kind of strange, huh? Quite the little corridor you have to fight through. Maybe not that great. Oh, it was blocked? Okay. Good to know that we have to keep an eye on that. But I believe just the views are going to be kind of cool going through this. There should be enough barren also for our Majungasaurus. Almost got a, like, volcano.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a
Oh my gosh, we got
Tapejara
4
to
new
the park.
babies. Look at the synced up sound of all of them walking.
We are pleased to welcome a Majungasaurus to the park.
That's fantastic. Oh, look at these footsteps. Footprints, yeah. Welcome. That's really cool. Okay, missing water. The idea I had here is not working out, but for some reason, this new path for the gyro spheres is really cool. I don't know why, but I really like that. So I'm gonna keep that as it is. I'll give you some more water here, though. Maybe on the backside? Oh, there's food is there, so we might have to move that. Let me just do that really quick. I do this. There's one there. Maybe right here. And shallow water. Cool. Forgot to turn my slope on completely high. We had it. We really did. There we go. I keep messing with it. You see, these guys, the view they're gonna get is so cool right there. And then these guys, when they're coming around this side. Yeah, tell me that's not awesome. Make sure they're not really blocked, right? You guys are happy with this? Just want to double check. Do you guys need marshland or anything like that? Prey, 3 of 1. Barren. So they can you definitely use a lot of barren. However, they have more than enough pasture, more than enough. Strewn flatland. Do we just maybe cover this up a little bit?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an iguanodon to the park.
Can we see it? Can we go see it? Let's see. I believe their nest was right here. Really covered up. It was right here, right? Yes. There they are. Look at them. They just start sprinting right away, huh? Family didn't really come to today's birth, did they? Doesn't really look like it. Okay, so I hope you guys don't have any problems with their health or anything, because look at all these guys. Why is no one doing a... That's maintenance. Do I need to maybe put a ranger post right here? That might be what needs to be done. Maybe right here. It's not really covering that much ground. And
No problem.
yeah, good. Because these guys need to get checked on. Alright. Very nice. Everyone seems happy there. This place seems pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check this out ourselves. And I'm really happy. Oh my gosh. That lag spike was kind of insane. First time I've experienced it in this game, actually. Yeah, sorry for that insane lag drop. That was just not fun to watch, I'm sure. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a ride ourselves. Really fast, because you guys know, we have to do this every time. Anytime we build an attraction like so. You guys stuck? No. Let's see. These guys aren't that big, so we're definitely gonna have to get some larger carnivores in. Would love... Oh no, we just did the thing we did. First time we used this. Okay, we got out of the water. Last time, if you guys remember, I got one of these stuck in the water, and sadly there was some guests in there. We don't want to do that again. But that's pretty cool. Are you gonna hit this? Because that would also be kind of cool. Alright, I want to check what the waterfall area looks like. I wish these things had like turbo mode or something like that. Okay, so that's so cool. And then when they come through here... Oh no. For some reason, they're able to get over this, which is great. Although... There we go. I hope that's not causing any problems and that we're not really catching on. I'm just hitting every rock. Yeah, that's really cool actually. With the pond there, then you're kind of seeing the park as well, which is really nice. That's great. Okay. This was completely by accident and it worked out so well for us actually. Kind of gives ideas for, you know, future builds. Just head over here. Just keep hitting everything, aren't we? Alright, that's great. We're going to go ahead and let you guys continue on your route. We'll get some bigger guys here. We'll definitely get something... Actually, I want to hear from you guys. What would you guys like to see? Because I think sometimes hearing you guys' recommendations and then being able to see what you guys would like to have in the park, I really enjoy that. Just like Violet Pixie Diva had done. And I believe their name was... I think they said their name wrong last time. It wasn't Steven Bendig. It's Stefan. I think your username is Stefan Bendig. But they give some really cool recommendations and then I can implement them into the park and it's really fun. I think I enjoy it and I think you guys enjoy it as well. But I want to hear from you guys. What kind of carnivores can we add into our new enclosure, as well as would be really cool to, you know, be in one of these gyrospheres and be up close and personal to. Like imagine being up close to a T-Rex or something like that. So we'll get that in our next and final episode for the Sakura Reserve Park, and we'll also get a lagoon in right here. Try to make it look as close as we can to a koi pond. As close as we can. So this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for experiencing today's build and video with me today. Said today twice. But it was a lot of fun. And I look forward to see you guys in the next one and continue this series for many more parks to come. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day as well as a wonderful week. Take care. Bye.